So, have you ever wondered what it really takes to land one of those coveted software development engineer jobs at Amazon in Mexico? Well, you are in exactly the right place. We're about to crack the code on their entire interview process, from the moment you hit apply to the day you get that offer. Let's dive right in. First things first, let's get a feel for the culture. This quote here from Paulina Hefferon, who's a senior manager there, really hits the nail on the head. It's all about collaboration. It's not just about being smart, it's about bringing different perspectives to the table. That's a huge piece of the puzzle. And this is why we're talking about this right now. It's not theoretical. Amazon is actively hiring SDEs in Mexico City and Guadalajara. These are two of the biggest, most exciting tech hubs in the country. This is a massive opportunity, and we're going to walk you through exactly how to seize it. So here's our game plan. We've broken this down into 6 key parts. We'll start with a look at Amazon's tech presence in Mexico. Then we'll define what being an SDE there actually means. After that, we'll map out the entire interview process. Then we'll get into the real heavy lifting, acing the coding assessment and mastering system design. And we'll wrap it all up by talking about what it means to be day one ready. Okay, first up, Amazon's Mexico Tech Hub. And you gotta understand, this isn't some side project for them. We're talking about a story of seriously rapid growth and a deep, long-term commitment to the region. Just take a look at this timeline. It all kicked off back in 2013 with Kindle Books. A couple of years later, boom, the full retail site launches. And then fast forward to just last year, and they're opening the largest last-mile delivery center in all of Latin America. That shows you they are all in. And the epicenters for these tech roles? They're in 2 fantastic spots, Polanco, right in Mexico City, and Zapopan in Guadalajara. Both are just buzzing with innovation right now. So what does it actually mean to be a software development engineer at a place like Amazon? Let's peel back the layers on what this role is all about. Okay, the most important word on this slide is owner. At Amazon, you're not just some coder getting tasks assigned to you. No, you own your features from the spark of an idea all the way through to deployment and beyond. This idea of ownership is absolutely central to their culture, and it means you're trusted to solve massive, complex problems. Now, they're generally hiring for 2 main levels right now. You've got the SDE2, who's an experienced engineer, someone who can take a project and run with it independently. Then you have the SDE3. This is a senior role. You're not just coding, you're leading bigger projects and you're mentoring other engineers on the team. All right, let's get to the part you've been waiting for. This is your roadmap, the entire journey from application to that final offer. So here's the whole process, laid out nice and clear. It starts with your application, of course. If that looks good, you'll move on to an online assessment. Past that, and you've got a technical phone screen. And if you clear that hurdle, you're on to the final loop, where you'll meet with 4 or 5 different people. All in all, you can expect this to take anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks. Okay, let's zoom in on that first major test, the online assessment. This is where you really have to show them you've got your computer science fundamentals down cold. You've got 105 minutes. That's it. And in that time, you have to solve 2 coding problems. The clock is absolutely ticking. And let me be clear, it's not just about getting an answer that works. A brute force solution that's slow and clunky, that's not going to cut it. They are looking for clean, efficient, and optimized code. So what are they actually testing you on? It's the fundamentals, the core of computer science. You have to know your data structures inside and out, because at Amazon's scale, picking the wrong one can have huge consequences. You've got to be sharp on algorithms, and just as importantly, you have to write code that's ready for production, meaning it handles all those tricky edge cases. So you might be thinking, okay, where do I even start practicing? Well, we analyzed a popular list of practice problems, and the data is pretty telling. Tree problems are huge. After that, you've got dynamic programming, followed closely by array and string manipulations. If you focused your energy here, you're going to get the best return on your study time for sure. So let's say you've crushed the coding assessment. Awesome. Now the interviews shift gears. We're moving up a level, from writing code to designing the entire system. It's all about architecture and thinking at that massive Amazon scale. You're going to get a question that sounds deceptively simple, something just like this. But don't be fooled. This isn't a trick question with a single right answer. This is the start of a deep technical conversation. What they really want to see is how you think. How do you break down a massive, complex service? How do you think about making it reliable? And the big one, how do you make it scale to hundreds of millions of users? It's all about your ability to discuss the trade-offs of different decisions. The good news is you can absolutely prepare for this. There are common patterns that show up again and again. Here are just a few of the classics you should be ready to talk about. The trick is to practice breaking these huge products down into their core components and explaining how you'd make them all work together. Okay, so you've demonstrated your coding skills, you've shown you can think about system design, but there's one final piece to this puzzle. It's something beyond just the technical skills. Amazon is looking for a specific mindset, and it all boils down to one simple question. Are you day one ready? This day one idea is everything in Amazon's culture. It's this belief that you should always operate with the energy, curiosity, and speed of a brand new startup, even when you're a giant company. It's about always being ready to invent. And trust me, they'll be looking for this mindset in everything you say. So, how do you prove you've got it? Well, here's your final checklist. You have to master those computer science fundamentals. You need to practice coding until writing clean, optimized solutions is like breathing. You've got to study system design. And crucially, you must know their leadership principles. They aren't just posters on a wall. They are the blueprint for every decision made at the company. So there you have it. We've laid out the entire roadmap for you, from the incredible opportunity in Mexico all the way through the final interview. The path is clear. The only question left is, are you day one ready?